I want to talk about one of the early techniques that we use in design thinking. Very early on, we create this little technique, the challenge tree. And what we want to do with the challenge tree is to get everybody to look at the challenge and understand what the causes of the challenge is and what the consequence of the challenge is. Okay, so this is a really key. It's part of the empathizing, to empathize with the actual challenge, but to empathize with the people. It's also to stop us moving into the area of solutionizing before we truly understand what's going on. So what do? We get everybody to come and sit down on their own in a quiet brainstorm to put down on post-its, what they think the cause and consequence is. They do that on their own. It's really key because getting them to do it in a quiet situation themselves gets them to think it through for themselves. So we don't get the situation where the loudest person in the room drives this. Everybody has the opportunity to input their piece. And then we gather around a board like this, the cause consequence board that you can see here. We get people to put the post-its up and have a conversation. Now, the people that are doing this should be from the two sides of the area. It shouldn't just be the designers. It should be people that are designers and the people with the problem. This is a really good way to get people to work together, to start to understand, to get a deeper knowledge. And it means that people with the problems or issues or within the business start to make connections with those that are delivering the solution. So we're building that empathy between the two different parts of the organization. We're starting to understand, learn what the challenges are from a technical point of view, because we're thinking it through, and what the challenges are from a business point of view, because we can kind of see what the consequences are. So this builds a really, really strong relationship that can be built on in the future. It's really, really good. It's a really great technique to build out. We bring people around the board, they have conversations, and they start to build real connections between each other. Really, really useful. I do love doing it in class or in a room together, because I think what happens there is that we get lots of really good side conversations that go on where people kind of connect with each other, talk about it, start connecting. You can also do it on Mural or one of those sort of tools. It works really well, Mural. But the problem there is that some of the side conversations don't really happen if we're in the area. Only one person can contribute to the conversation at a time. At the same time, it's really important that those side conversations don't take over. So you need to have a good facilitator who controls the situation and manages. The challenge tree is a technique that we use early on in the design thinking, generally just after we started to have conversations about what the challenges are. And we get small groups of people to look at the cause and consequence of the challenge. From there, we're going to look at who this affects, who are the stakeholders, and do we need to do more stakeholder research to get even further into it. A really great technique that is really fun and doesn't take too much time.